We have a couple other matches happening. Okay, we got a game started. Wizard Bar versus King Moo Cow. A very intimidating name for sure. Striking fear in all opponents. The top board from Wash U. 25-72. Wizard Bar from UChicago, the bottom board of their team, is a FIDE master of 2480. So, pretty strong UChicago team, not gonna lie. Let's see. This is Red Nova, Grandmaster, a Wonder Liang. 2887, top board from UChicago. So they were not playing, not able to make it last match for this UChicago team, who lost down to UT Austin. Actually, UT Austin was down a player. So yeah, UChicago unfortunately lost, even though they were up a player. And so here they're trying to make their first match victory of the season. Trying to get back on track. And they're poised to win this match, I will say. So I'm very excited to see these games. A Wonder Liang here with the open H file now for their rook. The threat is to take this pawn. So the queen is now opened up to defend. Bishop here. Black likely to castle queenside. Actually, they could still castle kingside, but I don't think you want to go into this. So queenside it is for both players. You don't want to really castle into this either, especially after having played g4. So king to b8, pretty common. Just got to watch out for this diagonal sometimes, but the bishop is here. And white doesn't really have additional support for f4. They could play the pawn move to f4. Might weaken e4 a little bit, but both knights cover this for now. What's up, Samikin? How's it going? Good luck to your team. Are you not playing? I believe your B team is also playing UChicago. That's what I've been told. So yes, white goes for f4. Rook to d7. I mean, a Wonder is playing very quickly here. They've gained time. It seems that every move they have a response. Put the king in the corner off the diagonal. You're not playing this week. Well, good luck to both your teams. I was told that your B team is as well as playing UChicago's B team. So this is the Wash U versus UChicago weekend, I guess. There's a fourth board that I am missing at the moment. Let's see. I think it is William. Okay, we got it. Playing against Ribe, who's a national master, board 2. Oh, both players are national masters, but William has a 300 rating point advantage here. So not all national masters are created equal. The knight can come in to give check. The bishop will definitely take this. And then white will be left with a pawn planted on d6, but it could be susceptible and weak. So white does not go for this instead. Yeah, pawn hits the knight. Pawn hits this knight. You could have also traded knights, but decided not to go for that either. So both knights are saved. And offered a trade here. I wonder what this picture is. Ribe. Some of them are not masters. Interesting. Yeah, so UChicago, let's see. They have every single board is a master. They have a not master. They have a fun master. They have a intermediate master, and then they have a good master. So they have every single master represented from boards 1 through 4 on this UChicago team. Quite the diversity of masters. Whereas Wash U, I think they only have the 2 national masters. And then they have the 2 non-masters. So, yeah, I wonder has so king a8, rook to b8, and yeah, b5, b4, takes, d4, and now here goes c5. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Rook here, queen here. Oh, knights. Oh, it's all gonna fall apart very soon. Probably like a rook lift as well. And you're already starting to think about certain sacrifices. Love from USC. Good luck, everyone. What's up, Jag? Are you guys streaming your matches at all? Queen takes a2 incoming. Not yet. Not yet. We'll see. I think you could play knight here probably. Knight here as well. I mean, it all does the trick. Maybe queen here is needed, but like, yeah, look at oh, it's so good. So knight here, king here, knight mate. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's filthy. What's the threat? I mean, to take the queen, but also, yeah, knight. Have a good night. There's also probably queen takes and then knight, and then I don't know. It's just game over. This is done. 5:05. Look at the time on the clock. Oh, oh my god. I don't know if we've ever seen that. Checkmate with more time than you started with. That's gross. That is terrifying. this, this is not a player on their board one. It's a monster right there. Just crushed the 2100 fourth board. Let's look at the second board. So, doesn't get much easier. 2814 International Master. Praveen B, 2002. Whew. You want to see that accuracy? Like, I'm blown away not only by the quality of the chess, but by the time. 5:05, 5:06. That's crazy. And yeah, Praveen here still hasn't used a minute 20 for, who is this? Nicholas Bartachowski. Trade queens here, you're winning a pawn here. So up a pawn. This pawn is also weak. This king has not yet castled. Yeah, strong knight, but weak pawn. And already down a pawn. Black has only one pawn island. White has two. E7 could be a weak point, potentially. But hard to take this and save this. So king doesn't have to castle. Develops here. Rook hits this. But I don't know. You could push and push. 2,600 FIDE. It's not too shabby. So under a minute now for Nicholas. Let's look at Wizard Bar. This is the board one from WashU. So this is like their best chance, essentially. Board one versus board four. If UChicago wins this one, I don't know. But King Moo Cow is up a pawn. So White trying to get one back. Honestly, though, with a name like King Moo Cow, can you really lose? It's difficult. It's hard to say. Let's look back here. How did this rook get here? So the rook swung around here and then defend this. King over, defending this again. Knight's coming up. Knight hits the rook and the pawn. So yeah, knight here is kind of lights out. Can't save both. Yeah, you take, and you can trade off here if you want. Which you probably do want. Now you're up 2 pawns, and look at the clock as well. 20 seconds to 3.5. Oh, knight in the corner. That's not where you want to be. Yep. It's just a matter of time. Let's go back here. Okay, strong bishop. The king escapes. How do you save this pawn? If you go here, if you go here, but you take this. I would do this. Here instead. Hitting this. So that's a free pawn. You can also play here. Maybe there's this. This. But yeah, you just want to take this regardless. Just don't go here. I like this idea again. Go here and here. Praveen won their game. Oh, we had a draw offer from King Moo Cow. Wizard Bar declined. So both players under 30 seconds. Red Nova. The top guesser, 6 out of 10. So a Wonder Liang guessing their opponent's moves. You love to see it. Let's check out this game really quick. William Greif, over a minute to 18 seconds from Ruibe. Ricky Wang. Block with knight. Pinned knight though. Gotta get the king out of the way sooner or later. Yeah, this board is pretty even, actually. I like the pawns for white though a lot. So maybe white's better. Yeah, like definitely. Yeah, after f6, this pawn structure is gonna get crushed. So yeah, definitely take with the threat of taking and mating. Normally, what you want to do after they take is you want to leave that there shelter, like a little hat for your king. But the downside is that the hat is going to be very dangerous. Not even taking, just adding fuel to the fire. So, okay, they will go 2 squares. So, closing this diagonal, but this king is very exposed now. So, like, rook here should be really good. As well as just h4 probably. So, king to the corner. Bishop back, saving itself. Now, I mean, the knight wasn't pinned that last move, but yeah, rook here, you could threaten to sacrifice. So the king steps aside, so it's not coming with check. There's this, but yeah, there's like pawn here. Should be good. Probably they push. So just adding in the more pieces. Wizard Bar won this game. Yeah. So what ended up happening? Takes. Wait. Oh, lose this pawn. Oh, so the bishop took here for some reason. Maybe in time pressure. Dang. Here. And yeah, just push the pawn home. Alright. Oh, and we missed this one. Will Greif won this one. Okay, so Wizard Bar and Will Greif. So UChicago swept round 1. Oof. Everyone tuning in to say GG in the chat. So this game was won by Will Greif. Yeah, everyone from the UChicago team said GG in the chat except for Wizard Bar. I think Wizard Bar might have still been in their game and not spectating. But man, you're getting hit by GGs from all the teammates. Ugh, Chicago is OP. What's up, Smucker? Okay, we were ready for round 2. I'm not sure why they haven't started. Where the matches? I don't know, Tony. I don't know. What's up with you, Chicago? Are you guys playing still? Hold on. I should be following all the players. Okay, here's one. Ruby Bay versus Wizard Bar. I don't know what took them so long there. Okay, so round 2 is underway now. Can Wash you get any points? That is that has become the name of the game. They're halfway to a draw already after one round. Here we got a Wonder Liang. I've been saying Liang. It's funny because my middle name is actually Liang. So I don't know why I've been saying Liang. I don't know how a Wonder pronounces it, but if it's the same as mine, I guess it's Liang. Okay, so what do we have here? This is a French defense. Queen g4, f5, queen check, queen block, queen back, c4. Trying to get rid of this doubled pawn. So what happens? Oh, this pawn is pinned to the rook. Yes. Yeah, we'll see how much time this takes. I wonder. So trading on d5. Potentially trading here. So yeah, black should not take because then you would have a take on e6 with tempo. Winning a pawn. Actually, a huge tempo. Too big of a tempo. So that would be a huge mistake. So you definitely don't take there. But now we have c4 again. So this is the benefit of actually having doubled c-pawns. So taking here, taking back with the pawn, and the advantage is you get to play c4 twice. You know, c4, they say it's an explosive move, right? To play it once is already pretty good, but to play it twice it's double the fun. So yeah, and this pawn has been pinned for quite some time now. So now the knights are developed and connected. So now this pawn could potentially take here in 1729. Red Nova's age definitely, I mean, they've been around for a while. Not sure if maybe that was their rating when they were born. I don't know. Most people put the year it was when they were born. A Wonder puts their rating from when they were born. Probably. I'm just guessing. It's either they're born in 1729 or their rating was 1729 when they were born. One of the two. Perhaps both. Maybe they were born with a 1729 rating in the year 1729. It makes you wonder. But yes, they're still above 5 minutes, and their opponent is exactly at half the time that they started with. So, oh boy, the strength and the time. I mean, just take a. Imagine you spend over a minute to take a pawn, and then less than a second later. So queen block. I mean, probably you block here. Probably. Pawn block, queen comes in the dark squares. So, I mean, Nicholas is up a pawn, but like, would you trade a pawn for more than 3 minutes of time advantage? Depends on if you can convert it or not, right? Like, I think in this case, though, it seems pretty good. Like, I don't think a Wonder has spent more than. Hold on, let me show you these move times. Okay, I have them listed. First move, 1.5 seconds. Second move, 0.4. Then 0.7, 1.1, 0.9, 0.1. So that was a pre-move. 2 seconds, 2.2, 0.6, 3.4, 1.7, 1.3, 3.5. So that's the most they've spent on one move. Then 1, 1.3, 1.1, 1.1, 1.6, 1.4. Oh my god, this last move they spent 6.1 seconds on. 6.1 seconds on this. And then 4.9, I mean, dude, the guys that moved 22 hasn't spent more than 6 seconds on a move yet. And their opponent is down to a minute and 18. Up 2 pawns, though. 2 pawns. Takes the exchange. You could take this exchange, but then you lose this. Oh boy, it's not looking pretty. So takes here, takes, and material has been balanced in exchange for 2 pawns. A Wonder is finally below 5 minutes. They spent 11 seconds on one of their moves. Rook here, king over. Maybe this. I mean, black has 3 connected pass pawns. Outside as well. I mean, that's got to be worth something. Oh, there's a fork threat. So this king is... I mean, the huge difference in this game, besides the clock, is king safety. King in the middle of the board, no home. There goes a pawn, there goes a second pawn. So, up in exchange, pawn here, rook here, you take back over 5 minutes to less than 30 seconds. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's over. It's over. It's falling apart. Oh, there's no stopping this guy. This guy is ruthless. Rook check. Easy. Easy does it. Simple. Okay, black is fighting on though. Black is fighting on. Queen here. Pins the knight. Rook or queen blocks this. Pawn push? You just make a queen on the... Oh, you have queen check here. Nah, this is... Not even close. Check. Take the knight. Oh, but hold on. This is hanging. Oh, here and here. Voila. Ugh. Alright, Praveen also won their game. So the top 2 boards putting in work. I mean, every board's putting in work. 6-0 right now. This might be one of the most lopsided Division 1 matchups we've seen. And this is WashU's first game of the season. This is their introduction to the league. I mean, not introduction to the league, because they have been around since the first season, actually, I believe. What's going on here? Okay, so King Moo Cow against William. Queen's hit, lose a pawn. Knight comes in with the family fork. I mean, everything but the king. So there goes the second pawn. Well, maybe not a second pawn. But okay. Take, hit the knight. So develop, knight comes back out with tempo. 17 seconds though. This could be WashU's first points of the day. Taking here. Yeah, I mean, white's doing pretty decent, I must say. Ooh, I don't like trading here because now the knight's hit and bishop here is going to hurt. So taking here, going to take the bishop. Okay, so that makes sense. Double pawns for white, but yeah, white is up in exchange. Going to get a pawn back here, I suppose. Rook hitting both of these pawns. This drops that, so defending this but losing this. You don't want to take. If you do, you have to block this way. Okay, hitting the rook, but no longer attacking the bishop. 5 seconds set. Oh, this should be good. Oh, doubling instead. Threatening check, I suppose. So blocking this file. I actually like this a lot. This is a really strong bishop now. Let's see. So maybe white's going to have to try to combat this somehow. Yeah, I don't want to trade rooks. Keeping the rooks on. Really nice bishop here. No counter. White could always give up the exchange back for an extra pawn. They grab here. Going after this now. Yeah, there you go. You give up the exchange. So now you're up 2 pawns simply. 2 seconds. 1 second. Taking here, but yeah, force this off and still up a pawn. So they gave up the exchange, but the activity is pretty good. Pawn advantage is pretty good. Let's see. Here, maybe here. Yep. Try to break that down. Take. This pawn's a goner. This pawn just push. Ruibe. Beat Wizard Bar. So WashU got their first points of the day. This game's almost going to come to an end. Oh, yeah, this is just one for white now. Way too slow. Way too slow. So here's the technique. Just gotta hope for stalemate, but nope. There's mate. King Moo Cow. Okay, let's see this game really quick. How did Ruibe win this one? So losing a pawn is Wizard Bar. Here, takes. So yeah, outside passer. Here, check. Oh, well, we lost that one. But yeah, the top 2 boards for WashU getting some points. So they split that round even, 2-2. The top 2 boards winning against the bottom 2 boards for each respective team. Is Kyle playing right now? I don't even know who the A team is playing. All right, a wonder back at it again with the speed. That was crazy though. They played a game with like less than 5 seconds for 99% of their moves. Like the guy could berserk these games and be chilling. Is this a masterclass in the Caro? Well, it's a Caro from a wonder. So let's see. Yep, c5. Knight f5. Yeah, making the Caro look good. I mean, the Caro already looked good. G4. Take in here. Yep, pre-moved. G5. Trying to break through to E5. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. Red Nova. How much time did he have left in the last game? I might have missed it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to... Who's he playing in the final round? He's playing against King Mumu Cow. It's 25-72. We'll see how long that game lasts. Right now he's playing Praveen, who's up a pawn. So... we have the Evans Gambit. Takes and bishop to e7. So I like to go bishop to a5. Let's just stay on this diagonal. But looks like black wanted the a5 square to hit the bishop back. So the bishop goes back, and now we have d5, take, tempo on the queen. Queen comes back, knight check, or queen check, forking the king and the knight. So pawn block, there's two ways you can get out of this. One, you can block with the knight, saving it. Or you can block with the pawn, opening up the queen to defend the knight. So bishop develops opposite the knight. So the threat is to move the knight, but they haven't yet. So knight takes the center. Both sides of castle. Black has just finished development. Let's see, is this knight going to move? Open this up. And if so... where does the knight go? And how do you defend this knight? Probably you're going to have to play b6, but then you might lose this pawn. Take, take, take. Then maybe you get tempoed. Happy Agadmator? Is Agadmator a fan of the Evans Gambit? I love playing against the Evans Gambit. Like, if I'm with the black pieces and my opponent plays Evans Gambit, I'm pretty happy. I've been crushed with the Evans Gambit a handful of times. There's like this line where they sack their queen for 2 pieces that's beaten me before. But I don't know. It's always a good time. Look at this position. Look at this time. This is child's play for a wonder. I can't wait to see UChicago versus like Mizzou. When does that happen actually? Can I look that up right now? Division 1. So UChicago plays Berkeley next week. That's going to be a good match too. Then they play Rutgers. Then they have a bye. Then they play Mizzou week 6. And then they play Georgia Tech week 7. Yeah. Yeah, watching them next week for Berkeley is going to be pretty cool too. Berkeley's got one of the highest rated teams in the league. Yeah, up 2 pawns, up 4 minutes. Let's look at this game here. Perhaps a bit more even. So knight comes in. Yeah, I like white slightly better. Black is missing their fianchettoed bishop. This knight is kind of awkward. No good moves at all for this piece. This knight is pinned to this pawn. So there's 2 attackers if the knight moves. And hard to kind of dislodge this knight without playing f6. In which case takes, and I think this pawn is now backwards. And this queen opens up. Maybe that's good for black because bishop can come here. So maybe that's best, is to just play f6, kick the knight back. It's a meme on his channel? I didn't know that. Oh. This game ended. 525. That might be a record. That might be a record. 525. Crazy. Against the master of chess, nonetheless. I don't think this guy even needs a minute. I mean, with increment, you could give the guy, you could have him start with like 10 seconds and he'd be fine. Probably. Okay, so we do have f6. The knight went back. A trade on d4. So here the question is, you want to take here? Do you want to take here? I don't know. Black is opening up the c file though. Active rook. Black is also up on time, which is good. King Moo Cow down under a minute. What is the struggle going on here? So knight here. This knight is pinned to the queen, so queen gets some extra support with the rook. What happens if you take this? I think like this rook was also threatening to come to c2. The problem was that the queen could take, so never mind. Okay, the queen is hit. The knight could come here with a fork, more or less. Oh, there's also this. If the knight moves, that's pretty bad. You could maybe go here. Yeah. Now knight takes here, and yeah, there's rook here or here. Trade. Oh, skewer. Look at that, dude. Praveen saw that from a long time ago. Oh, now this rook is smothered. I was gonna say maybe something like this might have been better, but there's also back rank issues. Knight block, bishop here is pretty nasty. So yeah, you don't even need to take this right away because this rook covers this guy in. So yeah, Praveen should be able to convert the exchange and time advantage as well. So pawn, once the rook has space to move, that's when you take. A Wonder Liang is guessing the moves. He's 10 out of 14 here. You love to see it. Supporting the teammates, you know. Gotta keep an eye out on their games for sure. Gotta understand the situation. You never know. You could need a win as opposed to a draw. So you gotta play on, right? Not that UChicago is at all concerned about that. I'm just saying, you never know. A Wonder's looking out after the teammates for sure. Not only a good player themselves, but a good teammate. Okay, let's check out this game actually. 19 seconds for Confused 3, who is Shreya. William Greif hitting the rook. Up a minute. I mean, you gotta move. Maybe they're confused. They're confused 3. Okay, c6. If pawn takes, queen takes. So, but we have this, no? Boom. Take, 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 take. We're winning a piece here. A piece. Oh, King Moo Cow lost to Praveen. So top 2 boards from UChicago are 3 out of 3 each. So we do have rook takes, and now the knight is saved. But now bishop d3. Bishop d3. Okay, pawn takes. So pawn takes first. Again, if takes, oh, takes. Okay, so you cannot take this. Still, this is a pinned pawn. So black should be winning this material, I suppose. I mean, winning might be a strong word. Maybe knight here. Knight here is probably the move. Yeah, hit the queen. Queen takes pawn. Okay, pawn hits the queen yet again. Oh, that's a free queen. Ah! Bota's gambit. Yeah. Yeah. Probably just castle. They just resign. All right. William Greif wins. Down to our last game here. So with that, UChicago clinches the win with a round and a game to spare. So, yeah, not too shabby. Let's see, both players under 30 seconds. This is a bishop planted on g5. Double the rooks on the d file. The threat, if this knight moves, is rook d7. Okay, so knight comes in. This knight can come to d3 and does so. Ooh, queen check hurts. Knight check, the rook is here. But you take this, you're going to take this. Queen check, or... Yeah, I mean, hitting both of these, so you need one of these two moves. They doubled the c-file. This is a huge fork. But not only that, the king is forced into the discovery, so that's just a free rook. Oh, I would have taken this one. But, okay, this... But I guess you take here actually next, so doesn't even matter. Dang. All right, Wizard Bar also wins their point. So 10-2 right now. And the fourth round is not looking any better. This is a slaughter. And I apologize to the Washington team for streaming this match, but I have to watch Red Nova. I mean, you guys are oh no, he's bong clouding. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Black isn't returning the favor. A wonder. Oh my goodness. He saved the best for last. He crushed the bottom three boards from Wash U, and now against the top board, he's showing his true strength. Oh, wow. Okay. Quite the showman. So I have some experience in the Bong Cloud myself, I must say, against another top grandmaster. Ray Robson played me in a blitz match, and he adopted me. He beat me 10-0 with the Bong Cloud. So, you know, some people might not agree the Bong Cloud can be played at the top level, but I mean, we've even seen it with Hikaru. We're seeing it here now too. So, yeah. King Moo Cow. Knight d4 is somewhat tempting, but I don't know. It's like you could trade down, but the more you trade down, the less the Bong Cloud really matters. You go into the end game and we'll see what King Moo Cow decides on. Right now, White's threatening to double the pawns here. Black can always return the favor. So Black develops the bishop. A wonder just trades here. So probably you want to take back. You might take with pawn. Takes with pawn. Okay, so opens the g file. King steps back, but remember, it can't castle. The knight could still come here. We can have bishop to e2. Okay. Pawn hits the knight. Again, we could see knight d4. This knight could be kicked. The bishop can be kicked. So queen steps up. I do like h3 because the knight covers the flight square for the bishop. And so probably you'll take maybe here. And then you go back, I guess. But yeah, this pawn's going to be hanging. King Momo Cow at half their clock now. I mean, to me, it's clear you take this. But I don't know. Okay, how to follow up. So queen check, fork town. Do you block and lose this pawn? And then lose that pawn? Probably not. So you probably move the king. But where? Queen takes b2, pre-moved. Rook c1 now. So this pawn is also hanging. You could also have bishop here. Dude. What? Bishop here, queen here. Fork town. Bishop here instead. Oh, knight defends, but you lose the exchange. Dude, a wonder could go down. This could be a wonder's first loss of the season. Oh, knight here. It's so pretty. It's so good. This is just crushing. This is GG to the highest degree. Trying to attack this, but you're losing. You're losing like a whole rook. Oh, they want to take here. But still, knight takes defends this too. King Mumu Cow, if you let this one go, it'll be disappointed. Yeah, queen b4 check, super strong. Super strong. Yeah, and like rook c1, bishop g5 is super nice too. So the time advantage is not going to help nearly as much here as it has in the past games, especially with that increment. Okay, knight takes, queen. Oh, queen defends this. Oh. So knight takes wins the exchange. Queen take, I mean, you don't even have to trade queens if you don't want. Yeah, queen takes a2. So up in exchange and 2 pawns. Castle, super safe. 3 pawns in front of the king. Active rook. So let's see. Can a wonder pull off a miracle against a 2572 top board from WashU? Has a wonder met his match? A wonder hasn't been studying the Bond Cloud theory. We'll see. The game is not over yet, I will say. I like this. In here, attack this. Okay, rook here. Yeah, now trying to get the queens off, trying to give checks. Gotta keep the queens on. I mean, this king is just so much safer. King over, rook lift. Queen check, king back, queen check. Yeah, like... Oof. This is gonna hurt. This pawn's not threatening to take because of taking here. Maybe you go here. Maybe there's this. Maybe you go here. Like this move, but then there's this. So that doesn't work. Maybe this? Okay, queen here. Check. Here. Okay, Praveen won. Confused won a game. And Praveen is 4 for 4. Ah, a wonder goes down. Wait, what's wrong with this? Is there this? Yeah. All right. So wonder needs to brush up their Bong Cloud theory. We've got one last game here between Nicholas and William. I wonder if they go by Nick and Will in real life. Who knows? But yeah, Nick is the only player that hasn't gotten any points yet. So this could be it. This could be their game. They are up time. They have double their opponent's time. Both sides, castle, king side. This knight needs to get out somehow. Black is threatening to take the knight or the bishop with their knight, which would leave black with a really good uncontested dark square bishop that's being ketoed, as well as leaving white with an isolated pawn. The moment white has the 3-on-2 majority on the outside here. So let's see. Do you save the bishop? White could also, or black could also play this at some point, maybe. Two national masters going at it. Nicholas given all this time back. They had a significant time advantage, double the time. Now it has dwindled. They're trying to come up with the correct response. So they developed the knight with tempo on the queen. Knight takes anyways, saying, I got tempo on your queen. So white takes back. Queen sidesteps this. Maybe there's this, but there's that. There's also this, then that. So rook defends this. Maybe you want to double the rooks. Maybe you want to go here. 40 seconds now for Will. Bishop versus knight endgame. Yeah, I mean, I like black just because of the bishop and the better pawn structure. But white now is up still on the clock. King steps aside. This unpins the pawn. So now the pawn is able to push. Yep. Continuing with the rook lifts, doubling for sure on the d file. This weakens f7 a little bit, but it's hard to get at. I mean, there's this move. Perhaps there's also this move. So cannot move the f rook. No, no. Don't want to lose like that. 20 seconds. Come on, Will. Okay, bishop f6. This blocks the f file. You could see something like this, but all right, rook's doubled. Going for d2. You could block with the rook here. Knight comes back, so you definitely have to block with the rook here. Otherwise, the knight will hang. So now what? This pawn is weak. Okay, trade of rooks. Only one. Knight might want to come here. That seems like a good place to go. King steps up now. 13 seconds to 40. A wonder is still the top guesser. 1 out of 3. They say 2 out of 3 is not bad. But I wonder, he's only a third. All right. e4. Bishop to e5, blocking the pawn. Knight's coming in now. e6, blocking the knight out, but the knight goes forward anyways. And now black offers a trade, saying if you want the bishop, you got to take it. And so they do. Now this is a threat, defended. Nicholas now 10 seconds. Under 10. Queen over. Pawn push, blockading these pawns. Rook comes over to support. Queen's coming in to trade. This pawn is weak. Yes, offering the trade. Queen comes back, trying to defend this pawn. Pawn push. Pawn push, king up to defend the queen. Queen check, you can block. Ooh, rook in now. Uh-oh. Go here, no, trade. Rook here, nope. Going here, taking this pawn. Rook activity, I like rook here. Rook here also, yeah, black should be winning this now. Both sides under 10 seconds. Rook d5, attacking the e5 pawn. Rook takes on a4, winning a pawn, but also defending a5. So a trade of pawns there, essentially, but okay, here, this. Batter, they go after this. Pawn here, the threat is e6 because this pawn is pinned. So the king steps back, and now this king enters, but this rook is cutting it off. So yeah, black is doing much better. Let's see how they make progress. Let's see it. Oh, this is how you do it. You're winning this pawn now. Yeah, that was a ill-timed pawn push because of the rook check. Pushing here, and this pawn is immune. Because if you take it, then you give check and promote next. So 1 second to 4. Rook left, and now the king can enter. Rook left again, the king enters anyways. You could lose this pawn, but then you have check and promote. So William wins this one. And the overall score is 12-4.